Currently, we have a button that takes us to a new table view controller with lots of lines, but not very informative ones. We just have test data. We want to actually get information from the model. So that is next. We currently, in our last name view controller, don't have the model. We need to add it. You know how to do that. First, we'll put import model.h, and then we'll add a new data member. We need to do something with an init method. Let's see, we currently are using this init with style, but need to add to it a parameter that will allow us to pass the model. And let's see, that would look like this. There, and model, new parameter. Let's make sure that over in our .h we now have a listing for that method. Okay. What does the body of the method need to look like? Well, we need to add a line that will remember the value of the parameter in the data member. It's called model. There it is. Also, we want to put something in the log so that we can see it's been received okay in this new controller. And let's see, we're getting a message here. What does this say? It says local declaration of model hides the instance variable. So I'm going to change this name of the parameter to the model, and then over in the .h do the same, the model. Okay, so we have the model should be stored, and we're in the last name view controller. Log says so, and we have a description printed out. But now if we run it, still nothing different will happen. Let's check it out in the log here. The model is displayed from the JRK view controller, but it's not displayed from JRK last name view controller. Do you know why? Well, it's because we have not actually called this init method, the new one that has and model. So let's go back. Here it is in JRK view controller, init with style. We need to add this new parameter, and there it is. And what's the name of it? Oh yes, model, because we always use the same name. No confusion there. All right. So now if we try to run it, should call that other init method and get new values down here in our ns log. Is that true? In init of JRK view controller, now when I click last names, it showed the table, And let's see. Show last name table. JRK last name view controller. Yes, this is good. JRK last name view controller. Okay, that means our model is successfully passed into the table. But when we look at it, we still just have our test data. We've passed model into this class, but we haven't actually used it. Let's see here. Number of sections in table, that's 1. Number of rows in section, it currently says 40, but we don't really want it to say 40 here. Let's change that so that it says the number of rows that are in our model. So there's a method called numinList in model that returns the number of elements that are in our list. Take a quick look at that. Model.m. Let's see. There. numinList just returns the count, the number of things in the list. So that's good. We know exactly how many rows we have. Currently, we're just doing a test string, but we want to actually get information that's from the model. So here's how we might do that. I'll comment out these other 2 lines and put a new line in here. We'll set the text of the cell to be model get last name using index, and the index we want to use is the row that was just currently clicked on. So let's see how that works. Click on last name. Yes, there's all of our actual information from the model. This is good. Now, what's next? We see the table, but we don't have a way to get back to the other view, the one with the button. So we need to do that next, and we'll do that with navigation controller in the next video.